Adam Smith was born in Kirkcaldy, Scotland in 1723. He died in 1790. His father, who was also named Adam Smith, died 6 months before he was born. Adam Smith, at the age of 4, was kidnapped by gypsies and got saved after. He was accepted to the University of Glasgow at the age of 14. There, he developed his passion for liberty, reason, and freedom of speech. His early years in university formed his economic theories. His premier work, Inquiry into the Nature of Causes of Wealth of Nations, was published in March 1776 during the Scottish Enlightenment. It was the first modern work in the field of economics. He wrote this book for the average educated people in 18th century rather than the specialists and mathematicians. The main focus of his books is economic growth. This is done by division of labor. The jobs are broken down to smaller tasks. Each worker becomes an expert in the isolated area of production. The fact that workers do not switch between tasks saves time and energy, thus increase efficiency. The great increase in the quantity of production arises from division of labor and invention of machines which mass produce. With this concept implemented, Victorian factories grew throughout the 19th century. The Industrial Revolution was happening, society was going through massive change. Ideas of Adam Smith was quickly accepted by the industrialists of the time. In his book, Smith mentions, with the establishment of the division of labor, when offering exchange was not sufficient, money became in all civilized nations the universal instrument of commerce. So the goods were bought and sold. Labor is the real measure of exchangeable value of all goods. The actual price at which any good is sold is called the market price. The market price may be above, below, or equal with its natural price. The market price is regulated by the quantity and the demand for the good. A monopoly is created by keeping the quantity less than the demand. He strongly opposed any government interference with business. Trade rules and laws, minimum salary laws, and product regulation were all very important to a nation's economic health. This laissez-faire policy of government non-intervention was respected during the Victorian era and still plays an important role in today's economic world. Smith is regarded as father of the economics, and his writings have been very influential. Smith, in his book, examined in detail the consequences of economic freedom. He covered concepts like the role of self-interest, division of labor, function of markets, and international implications of laissez-faire economy. His work on free market is still valid today. His expression, the invisible hand, means self-interest guides. We will now take a look at Karl Marx's doctrines and approach to Adam Smith. Marx, who was the greatest thinker of all times, changed the course of human history. He wrote on philosophy, history, economics, and sociology. His writings have great depth. The most important thing about them is that they are relevant to the world today. For the workers and youth who are fighting against the class, his writings are aid and weapon. Marx's ideas form a guide to go in action and understand the world. Marx and his friend Engels formed doctrines against petty bourgeois socialism. Their ideas were scientific socialism. Socialism was the product of the fight between the classes and the product of historical development. Marx and Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto when they were young. It became a milestone in history. Most important of all, it is as if it's written in today's world. Marx explains scientifically globalization, the power of the capital, the misuse of labor under the name of modern technology. For centuries, a small number of wealthy and unfair class have made use of knowledge and culture. They use their power to keep the lower class under control. Socialism aims to put an end to this monopoly. Marx said, "Workers of all lands unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains." Adam Smith also recognized the potential problems of his idea. He pointed out that forcing individuals to perform monotonous tasks would result in dissatisfied workforce. To overcome this obstacle, he suggested that the government should provide education to workers. No society can be happy if the members are poor and miserable. If the salaries are good enough, then this reflects the improvement of the industry. The working people who are paid well are more active and productive than the poorly paid. They sought for education to improve their lives. Adam Smith was used by capitalists who twisted his ideas around. Even in the 20th century, capitalists produced